G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome, hang on, to Man Cave Tuesday. Hope you all had a ripple week. What do we got going on in this video? Ray and Joe drop over on a mission. Jet in the sky, buying on Nay, garage benches, couple of product, Pete in the old truck build, Jamie new watch, and of course BB news. Righto, let's check out Ray and Joe. Rightio guys, got a couple of visitors.
Hello.
Got Joe and Ray.
Hey guys!
They watched Man Cave Tuesday last night and they seen the new Geo stash being dropped, so they're heading out, trying to be the first ones.
Trying to.
Oh man!
We're in the bloody Man Cave chatting away, and then I got a text through. Douglas has bloody just got the crusty demon pit, so now they're a bit scared that he's going to head out to Karakara. Ray's on the KDM, what is it, bloody
690.
690.
No 950 any longer.
No, that's right. Had the top end, bottom end done.
Yeah.
He had troubles on that big, the hay ride. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this is the furthest been away from home.
Yeah, it's the first real ride for it since that trip. So
Yep.
We've got the trailer.
Yeah.
We've got backup.
I brung a spare. We've got as a
Yeah, that's it. Tried and true. This is Joe's. Hey, they're just a nice bike. Yeah, so we've had 3 of these here. One with a black tank, one with a yellow tank, and now one with a clear tank. That's still staying pretty clean, isn't it? Normally they'd start to discolour a bit, but
Yeah, it's all good.
It hasn't done a lot.
yeah. Look at the poor old chain. Oh my lord. The old rust.
Yeah, new one's coming.
Yep. Brilliant.
That's what Chappie wants to stick on his bike. If you're listening, Chappie, put one of these on it.
What's that do?
It's a thermo fan. It tells you the temperature of your motor.
You reckon you had trouble with putting the radiator guards on? That's trouble when you've got to try and fit it in. It's on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not as bad as you think.
So that temperature that's showing there is telling you that,
What it is here now.
oh, the ambient,
Yeah.
but that connects to the engine. And
That runs through the, as soon as she starts it up, that'll start climbing.
Oh. It's just a trail type one.
Oh, yeah, right, gotcha. Oh, so sorry, okay, all right. So this whole thing is the breeder and the thermal fan.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah, it
gotcha.
all connected together, and
Yep.
you can set it to come on when you like.
Yeah,
In the sand, I think they'd be really good, especially if you're only in second gear and you're making the bike really work. You know, everything's working how it's supposed to work,
yep.
you know. Whereas
Yeah.
the KDM one, mine gets fairly hot before that all kicks in.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
I've actually
right.
thought about going to that myself.
Yeah, cool. Right,
There's one for you, Chappie. And good on you, Pete. Let's fire.
Righto, guys, we'll watch these, watch them right away.
There you go.
Rightio guys, we've got a RFF PC9 here doing some aerobatics. I'm down at West Sail. Here he comes, this is pretty cool. Have a look at that. Oh, he's inverted, just doing a roll there. It'll be pretty hard to see. Climbing again. Straight back down. You're gathering a lot of speed. He's inverted. It's pretty cool. It's going up. Sorry about the sun. In a stall turn there. Then he's into a dive. Smoke on. Hope this video works out. It's a bit hard on the phone. Looking into the sun, but he's in a nice little dive there too. Oh, have a listen to that. Be pulling a few G's in that turn. Low level. Awesome. Another big dive there, getting some speed, a lot of speed. That is super low level. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I think he's still doing a little bit more work, but I'll see how the footage turns out. Okay, back to the man cave.
Hey, found a new bloody window I can spy on Nay. Now that she's put some blinds up. Watch this. Oh, there she is, working away. Can she hear me? She can. Could you hear me?
Yeah, I can always hear you.
Just spying on you. Yeah, Nay got where's my finger? There it is. The new blinds on that window there. We've still got the other ones over there to do, but we're slowly getting there, guys. Hey! Actually, guys, there's a couple of things in the garage I should show you, and that is, most probably a week or two ago, I made that up on wheels, the chop saw thing. It's not a chop saw, it's a miter saw, I think. And that thing. Hang on. Rightio, so in the true spirit of this bloody, all the shit around here, Kev, Alistair's mate, my mate too, he dropped off a whole heap of wood. So all this wood that frames this up is actually, what do you call it, slats off like a double bed. So they're really thick pieces of wood. But they were out of a bed. Chopped them up, banged them together. The top of it, as you can see, it's just shitty, what do you call it, chipboard. And it's got that bloody, this is too nice looking for me. I want to do something to that just to downgrade it. But that was when me and Nay did that banquette inside. That was offcut. And hey presto, bought a couple of coasters, a few coasters. And hey presto, bring it around, lock your wheels. Could you see me? You couldn't even really bloody see me doing that. I just, me run lead, bring that over, hook it on, and away you go. And then, because when you use this stuff, the shit just comes out. You can put a vacuum on the end, but these are notorious for, you've got to build big surround things on them. So all the crap goes out that way, whether you cut. PVC's the worst. It's just this white boof goes everywhere. You know, the metal, all the wood or whatever, just make sure your bikes aren't right bloody sitting there. But yeah, so that, the old rolly thing, like the kerosene thing, the bloody, everything's on rollies, except for that other thing I showed you. Yeah, this thing was actually sitting over there before I made that the rolly table. So this was when Nay was mucking around with stuff. This is actually office furniture. It's got a really nice top on it. And I put it in here and I'm looking at it and I'm going, it looks like it's out of an office. It doesn't fit the garage. So some of that wood that bloody Kev had brought, he's got this old, I don't know what you call that stuff. It's the old, it always goes on the back of old cupboards or whatever. It's pretty bloody thick too, this stuff. Still got the stencils. So what I did was I just spray painted just the edges of the good stuff, slapped that down, banged some nails in it, and hey presto, put some stickers on there, and it looks like it's been here for quite a while. Obviously, I still have to do all the drawers for over there. For here, I most probably, as you can see, there's already an old one there. I'm gonna make more of those, which will look, do them like these ones that I made up, the 3 of them over there. So I'll do a set for the bottom and that one there. But it's bloody time to get all this shit done. Anyway, now as you can see, Whiskey is back here. He's only here temporarily. We did, Matt's brother Brody and myself did a bit of riding, was it last night? Yeah, it was bloody last night. We just did a bit of fun. I didn't take the cameras out, unfortunately, but yeah, just the 3 of us went hooning around. I was actually on the postie bike, Matt was on the KLR 650 with the new suspension and he loves it. And yeah, Brody dicking around on this. But it was a Sunday roast that we did actually here for the first time in the garage, set up all the tables, the chairs, had our Sunday roast in here, had the fans going because it was pretty hot yesterday. Worked an absolute treat. Nay loved it. So we'll be doing that again. Anyway, so, and of course there's always leftovers with roast, and Brody had all this stuff, so we ended up getting the lift home, and we've left, you'll pick the bike up later. Anyway, let's start it up because it always just sounds good. Oh, where's the key? The cheeky bugger must have taken the bloody key. Unless he left it inside. Hang on. He's got the bloody key. Oh well. Rightio guys, so what's the bloody chances of this? So in the process of having Brody riding that bike, he hadn't been riding it and whatever, the battery went flat on it. We sorted it out, but in the meanwhile of trying to sort that out, I've now realised that my Anki power, what do you call it? Power jump starter, Anki, bought it years ago. I know, got it off eBay or whatever. It's helped me out, it's helped other people out, you know, it has all the normal bloody bullshit on it. It's buggered. Just you try and power it up, nothing happens. It's just dead as a doornail. Anyway, so we got the bike here, we bump started it, got it going, no worries, beauty, rode it here, chucked it on the charger, and then we were able to ride that night. But this, I had it bloody charged, and I went out and I went, Jesus Christ, it's turned off. Why is it turned off? It doesn't normally turn off. And I felt it was really hot. So this is actually a C-Tech one. I don't know how long I've had it. I've most probably had it for a while, but it hasn't had a lot of use. I've used it plenty of times, but not overused it. And it's just dead. There's no reset button. There is just nothing. It's just dead. I've got a littler. I've got another C-Tech, which is a smaller version of that for doing smaller batteries and whatever. It still works, so that's good. But yeah, so bloody hell, crazy. So I'm out. I have to get another one of these, and I had to get another one of these. I was looking last night online, and I was just seeing like King's, I think was about the cheapest, it was $100, and then there was the one that Pete got from MX Store, which is the Mini Moto Mini Moto. I don't know, whatever one that Pete bloody shown on the video. That was like 150 something bucks for that. You know, there's $200. I'm like, oh, geez, I don't want to bloody spend that much money. Anyway, this morning I was surfing again, trying to find something, and Kogan, which is like a wish.com site where it's, you know, they're all cheap, normally cheap Chinese shit. Anyway, they had this jump. It was 12,000 milliamp hours. It was red and black. It looked pretty cool, but I'm going $59. I reckon that might be a bit of cheap shit. But anyway, I thought, all right, let's have a look at the reviews on it. Over 100 reviews on it, all 5-star. Start reading, and the guys leaving the things are saying, yep, got it, already got me out of the shit, used it. And plenty of people saying, went, bloody hell, might be all right. Because that was the deal with this one. It was cheap. So I thought, right, I'll buy one of those. And I thought, oh, well, the one in the Jeep crapped out too. It was a different style one, another cheap bloody eBay thing. And so I thought, I'll get two. And then I went, bugger it. They're $54 each. If I get 3 of them, that's what it would cost me to get the same as what Pete's got. I'll get 3 of them. One for the Jeep, one for the motorbikes, which is normally Max, and Harry. And I'm going to give one away to the crew members. That's what I will do. That'll go into that pack of stuff. I've still got plenty of stuff. I've got that climate map with the crew already knows about that. They've got the newsletter, the update thing. And I've still got 2 sleeping bags. Then there will be that one as well. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, bloody crazy. Oh, now, hang on. Did an order the other day with Steve Kramer. They're in Melbourne. They are a wholesaler of motorbike stuff, push bike stuff. They were what do you call it? Maxima oils, the DRC, all that stuff that we don't sell the Maxima stuff. Obviously, the DRC tyre levers and all that kind of shit we sell. The off-road mirrors, all that bullshit. Anyway, we did an order to do some more stocking up, and Craig rides a KTM. I think he's more into bloody doing the caravan stuff these days. Craig, if you're watching, g'day mate, thanks heaps. So what they did was they sent us a couple of, obviously this is a new product that they're doing, and it's from the UK actually. It's what is it? Pro Green MX. So that's a bike wash, and then there's Aftershine, and then apparently this is arm pump. I don't know if you can see that. So that's arm pump. So you spray it on your arms, rub it in, go for a ride, and you should be bloody sweet. Now I don't normally get arm pump unless I'm doing a whole heap of, you know, really steep uphill kind of stuff. Or the only other time I got it was when I used the grip puppies on Max, and we were at Little Desert in the sand. And I wasn't too sure whether it was that particular sand riding or whether because I know with the grip puppies, you've got to allow yourself a bit of time for your grip to get used to the extra bulk of them. And they do say that you can get that, but once you get past it, then you're sweet with it. That's something that we sell a lot of, is the bloody grip puppies. They just fly out of here. It's crazy. So I thought, because I don't suffer from it that much, I know Alistair does. Alistair always bloody, when we're on single trails and because he's bloody messing around with a big lug of a bike. Plus he does bodybuilding and all that kind of shit, so he's obviously prone to getting the old arm pump. So I reckon I'll get him to have a shot of that. We should go for a ride, get this shit on, do some single track where he's got to work really hard, and see if it makes a bit of a difference on the old arms for him. So there you go. So I'll be doing obviously a review of that stuff. Craig said, yeah, you know, take it, do a bit of a review on the YouTube, so I'll do that, no worries at all. They actually have a whole range. And I've got stickers. What is it? Pro Green, the Premier Salt-Free Cleaner. Oh yeah, there you go. That's Steve Kramer's logo there. And they have, I don't know if we can see that, they have a whole shitload of bloody different products there. But yeah, the arm pump stuff really threw me. Because they've got goggle and helmet products. Yeah, arm pump. Crazy. Essential oils. Help with the old arm pump. Righto, I'm out of here.
G'day guys, well welcome to Truck Build episode 3. We've got the Freightliner here that we're working on. This episode I'll be working on completing all the pieces for step 1 and step 2, get them all cleaned up and ready to be painted. So let's get into it. Now looking at the chassis, I'm going to undercoat the chassis and then paint it blue. This is the blue I'll be using. It's a Tamiya colour, it's an acrylic paint. The blue is X-4. So it should look pretty good with this. Now I've already got this leaf spring glued in, and I want these little brackets here that that hold the leaf spring in place. I want them to be blue as well. So what I'm going to do is I'll cut off the other side leaf spring, clean it up, glue it on the other side, and then once that's done, then I'll undercoat the whole chassis. So you can see in the molding process, there's a line along the part here and there. It'll be the same along the back here. You can see that join line where the molds have joined. So I've got to clean all that up, and I'll do that just by simply scraping along here and also with the sanding sticks. So I'll go all around that, scraping and cleaning that up so you won't see any mold marking. Okay, so I finished cleaning this part up. It's all nice and smooth now. You can't see any of that mold lining, and you'll notice on this part there are 3 locating pins, 1, 2 and 3 there, and that's where it locates into the chassis here. You'll be able to see, yep, there's 2 pinholes there and there's another hole there. So that part glues in, just locates in there and in there, like that. And then we just get some glue, run it around the edge. That's it, she's glued in. So we'll let that dry, and then we'll undercoat it. So the next step is cutting all these pieces out, cleaning them all up and gluing them together, and then they'll be attached to the chassis, this sub-assembly here. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I've cut and cleaned all these components here for this subsection, all except these 2 bits here, the 20B and 21B. I'll do them later. They need to be painted in red and gold so they can go on later, but all the rest of the parts can get glued together now. So I'll go ahead and do that. Mark might want to fast forward here if he likes. Okay, I've just completed this, glued it all together. Okay guys, I'm about to prime the chassis up. This is the stuff I use. Now normally if I was just going to be painting this gloss black, I wouldn't worry about priming it. Because it's going to be blue, I'll definitely prime it. Yeah, the blues, reds, yellows are all fairly translucent colours, so they need to have a lighter background before you put those colours on. So this is the stuff that I use. I've given it a good shake, pop off the lid, and let's see how we go. So I'll let that dry and then I'll be able to paint this other end. Anyway, we'll just put that aside. Just needs a light coat, that's all. Now previously we glued these parts together and also this part here. I puttied around them, and I've already sanded and cleaned up these 2 parts. I've just got to sand this one back and clean it up. So there's that part there. It's got that putty around it. It's dried. Now I can just sand that back. And hey presto, there it is there. It's all sanded up, nice and smooth. Looks really good. So I'll just put that aside there. So these 3 parts and the front axle there are all sort of ready to be painted. I'll be actually painting them semi-gloss black. There's a few other components on this step 2 that I've got to have a look at. There's this part here, that one there, the shock absorbers, and a couple other parts there. So I'm going to cut those off, clean them up, and get them ready to be painted as well. All right, I'll get into it. Okay, here's all the parts for step 2. So just looking at the instructions, it's all this sub-assembly and all these other parts that I was talking about. So they're all laid out here. They're all cleaned, ready to go to be painted. You can see the chassis here. It's all undercoated, ready to go. I've got the front shock absorbers there, and these are the 4 rear shock absorbers. So I've already done those as well. They'll be all painted the one colour. So next episode, we'll get into airbrushing all the parts. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed episode 3 of the truck build. Like I said, next week we'll be getting into the airbrushing, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, I'll see you next episode. Back to the man cave.
Rightio guys, so I had someone notice a new watch that I'm wearing. I've had it for, I don't know, a couple of months, so I thought someone's noticed it. I'll tell you what it is. Let's have a close look at it. Rightio, so it's a Garmin Instinct Solar. Has all little bloody flashy things, so it's one of those smartphones. Hopefully I get this on there for you guys. So that's what it looks like. You can have all different types of faces on this. You can have different things in that round bit. You can have different things up there and down there. Like I've got sunrise and sunset. That's this has around the bezel around there is got little solar panels, and that just shows when this thing has been, you know, I've been out in the sun and it's been getting stuff. It does a lot of bloody whiz-bang stuff. I'm not going to get right into it. If you do a search for Garmin Instinct Solar on YouTube, there are just shitloads. There are people that just bloody, I don't know, they must buy a different watch every day and do reviews on them. So you can get the full explanation of everything that it does. Obviously it comes with a Garmin app. Now this, I don't know, there's some, I don't know, Garmin has some type of, what do they call it? Oh, they call it something. Not a community, it's a, I can't think of the bloody word. Which this particular watch doesn't interact with, so you have less apps that you can download to do shit with. But it basically gives you, you know, it'll, short lookers on. Look, I'm getting all, my heart rate's going up to 99. Look at that, because I'm getting all bloody, oh, now I'm on 100. This would be a little bit delayed. It'll start dropping down. What else? It's got bloody, you know, how many, counts your bloody steps. Nay's got that Fitbit. I'll tell you why I ended up getting this thing. It's got calories. I don't do anything. It does your, you know, your sleep. So I wear this. I wear this 24/7. It never, basically, hardly ever comes off, except for when I need to charge it, which is, I think, what have I got left now? 14 days still battery on it, I think 28 days. And then when you get sun on it, that keeps it going. Has your stress levels and energy banks and all that kind of stuff. But look, it's a bit gimmicky. You check, yeah, you're looking at your, where is it, your sleep thing. So last night I got 6 hours and 35 minutes of sleep. It tells me when I had deep sleep and bloody REM sleep and just normal sleep or whatever. I hardly ever go into that shit anymore. The main reason why I got it, and I'll show you my old watch, which now Max wears my old watch. Let's have a look at that. What the hell, Mark? Max wears your watch? Yeah, he does. So there is my old watch. Just took off the band, and that just is Velcroed on there like that, so I can take it off if I want to. Same as the temperature one. So that's just for what I'm riding along. I can easily look at that when I'm talking to you guys, and I can say, yeah, it's bloody 10 o'clock and it's so many degrees, blah, blah, blah. So that's, oh, and I wonder, I should have my short lookers on, I can't really see, but I don't know if you can see that screen is was getting all munted up, because it's just a really cheap bloody shitty watch, but tells the time. That's all I needed. So number one thing was I needed a new watch because the screen, the glass on that was most probably some type of stupid plastic. It was just scuffing up. So then I knew, Nay, this is the story, guys. Got yourself a cuppa or a Jimmy. You know how I have the panic attacks? Ever since reading that Panic Away program thing, it's just lessened it so much. It's bloody brilliant. But every now and then I get it and I can normally catch it and then just dissipate it. You might have remembered when I was with Pete and we did those silo things, I copped it then. It was only like a half level thing and it just buggers you around. And then I copped a full one here at home, just bloody hit me to the point where I'm like, your heart just goes crazy. Anyway, I'm sitting on the couch and Nate comes in and goes, what's going on? I said, I'm just getting over a bloody panic attack. She goes, oh, okay, righto. She goes, hang on, let's whack my Fitbit on your wrist so it can see what my heart rate was doing. Well, we put it on there and this was me bloody coming down. It was 100, we can't bloody quite remember because I was talking to someone else. And I think it was 107, it was Alistair, 170 beats a minute is what it was doing. So I was able to watch it and then watch it slowly coming back down. Telling Alistair, he goes, holy shit, 170? And he said, the way that you work out, like the human body or a human male or whatever it is, now don't take this as verbatim or whatever. You remember, I'm not a smart man. I think he said 220 beats per minute. And then what you do is you take your age away from that. So I'm 50, what am I? I'm going to be 53, but let's just call it 50 because it's an easy number. So that would mean for my age, my fastest heartbeat should be 170. So I was maxing out. And that was a really good visual representation for me to show Nay that she can understand kind of like what the hell's going on. So you think, you know, that's why it buggers you out, because it's like you're running a friggin' marathon, but you're not doing anything. And it just takes it out of you. You think, yeah, anyway, crazy. So that got me thinking, oh, well, that would be bloody good. So I paid, I don't know, $500 or just under $600 to get this. So then if I ever have that panic attack again, I can then have a record of what it's doing and whatever. Anyway, Alistair said, well, shit, if you're doing 170 beats per minute and you're not having a problem, obviously your heart's pretty good. Anyway, I thought that was pretty good. I know that might not be the case. The funny thing is, since I've had this friggin' watch, I can't get that to happen anymore. I've had the little, and then I go, come on, do it. And this is where it's psychological. Because I'm wanting it to happen, and this is part of what that, that program, the Panic Away thing, this is what they teach you, is that it's psychological, and they say is you tell yourself, come on, bring it on, give me your best shot, give it your, whatever. And because I'm so really wanting to see what it comes up as and have it as a record, it doesn't happen. So kind of like I'm thinking that was pretty, under $600, well spent money. Now I have already got 2 dints in it, and I don't know whether it was off the grinder or off the welder. So I have to learn to either make sure I've got that down or take the bloody thing off when I'm doing the grinding and shit like that. But anyway, there you go. Righto, I think we better go and do some BB news. I'll see you over in the office. /stock room. Rightio guys, time for BB news and shit. And fantastic bloody news. Let's have a look at this. Stain Tune. Oh my lord. Stain Tune lives on. They got a little blog here. Stain Tune lives on. Stain Tune. Oh, bloody hell. How many times have I got to say that? With a beaming smile and a full heart, I am so happy to announce at the final hour, literally, Stain Tune has been able to secure a sale deal. This will assure the name and, more importantly, the product quality and customer support lives on. The Australian-based, let's go to more. I didn't read the more bit. The Australian-based company Toolkit of Beresfield, New South Wales, saw the opportunity for Stay Tuned to be able to be incorporated into their production and business plan. The deal was done. So Toolkit specialise in the innovation, development, manufacture and sale of high-quality 304 stainless steel performance four-wheel drive exhaust systems. They also develop and sell throttle control systems and plug-in ECU programming tools to get the very best out of your four-wheel drive. I have no doubt in my mind that the team at Toolkit, hopefully I'm saying that right, have the ability, passion and energy to take the Stay Tuned brand far into the future, bringing in a new era of the iconic Stay Tuned ethos and quality of product. More details of timelines and product availability will follow. We will try to minimise the downtime during the exchange of the facility, operation, blah, blah, blah. Bloody Adam and Sandy. Brilliant! So that is absolutely fantastic. Aussie people, Aussie business, built shit here in Australia, survived. So Toolkit, good on you guys for picking that up. Rightio, so here's a bit of a funny one. You guys have most probably seen this funniness going on before. I think I've actually done it myself. Check this out. There you go, that's Hal. Hal's a crew member, and this is his new modified toolbox for the DR650. Bloody ripper. Righto, next one is my daughter, who is an actual crew member. So she's got a new car, and she had a bit of a drama. She got a new car, it was shit, so that went back. She got another new car. Anyway, she wanted to black out she's got steel rims and they're whatever. Anyway, so she's ended up getting this ease peel technology. So apparently what you do is you spray this shit on. It's carbon black, spray it on. But if you don't like it, you can peel the shit off. So I said to her, I'm bloody really interested to see how this stuff goes and how it also lasts being on the rims. So there's the can there. Oh, Jesus, I'm jumping. Hang on, sorry guys. And I actually told her to get a packet of playing cards to do that thing, which I've done. I use business cards. Anyway, so there she goes. Anybody to play Uno? Crazy. But it does such a good job. So there they are, spray painted. There's the car. Look at that. I tell you what, it looks so much better with those rims. I don't actually have a picture without the black on it. But yeah, the spare wheel on the back. Look at that, to keep on riding, stickers. Bloody good shit. Good job too, Jade. Now, big shout out to a whole heap of new crewmen. Here they are. Check them out. There they are. There is one missing, but I'll get you next week because you come in too late for me to whack you in here. Thanks, guys. Awesome. Rightio. So now, geo hunters finding the capturing geo stashes. Here we go. So we've got Douglas. So he's out, buddy. Now, if you remember early on, I was when Ray and Joe were here, and I said someone had just popped through saying they got the crusty demon pit, and they were going to do the new one, the Eagle Peak out at Karakara. So this is Douglas, got the crusty demon pit, and then he got Pride Rock and also the Shack. So he never actually went out to Karakara, so they were pretty well safe. Good on you, Douglas. Now, what do we got? There's Big Ray. So, Eagle Peak, and he scored a Keep On Keeping On coaster. So that's up on Eagle Peak. There's Joe, showing the book. There they are together. Look at that, the bloody happy couple. And I tell you what, they are a bloody happy couple. Oh, there is Des. So, Ray and Joe were first. Then Des was second, and that's a flipped image, doesn't matter. So good on you, Des. And then there is Pete. Oh, another bloody flipped image. Anyway, doesn't matter. Bloody smartphones. So that might actually give you a bit of a clue to where this thing's hidden. But anyway, he's not lying on the ground. Then Pete's shown just inside the book. So Des has got always the bridesmaid, great location. I can't bloody see. I can't read it. I need to scroll in. Come on, Mark, be quick. Great location, really nice riding and sightseeing around here. More fun to be had from here. And Pete/Bones, bronze medal for me. Great views, march flies and cockatoos to dull the serenity. Bloody ripper. And then Pete actually went down. So this is Tennington Res. So he's pulled up there and dropped in the rod. He didn't actually get anything. He said he only had some cheese. So, but yeah, nice relaxing time. And then on the way back, he stopped off at Denali. And this apparently is a big cork tree. So apparently the deal with this is that where this cork tree is, and I've looked at it from the satellite, it's pretty cool. It's where the railway wanted to put the railway through somewhere, and it was going to knock this tree over. So all the locals got up in arms, and it's now in the National Trust. So they had to change where they were going to put the train line, which I think is awesome. So I've got to get out. Now this is the thing with whether it's geostash or the geocaching. There's a geocache near this tree, and Pete's an avid bloody geocacher. That's the beauty of doing it, is it takes you to these places. Like I've been through to Dunalley, I don't know how many friggin' times, and I didn't know about this cork tree. So yeah, that's one of the big bonuses with geocaching. It always takes you to good places like that. Yeah, so yeah, cool. Now this is Marty and his son. So Marty's on the big what is it, KDM 12? I don't know, big bloody thing. And his son's got the DR650. So that's the shack. They got to the shack, and yeah, so there it is. So they actually rode the bikes to the shack. It's a bit of a hassle getting into there, especially for Marty on the big bloody KDM. Actually, if I scroll in on this, I should be able to tell you. Everybody's looking at the bike just saying, I know what that is. Is it 1290? Must be a 1290. KDM 1290. The shack is still not fixed yet. But then normally people get to the shack and then they walk to get the geostash, because there's a geostash near there. And but I couldn't believe it, because you've got to go down and then up to get to this geostash, and they did it on the bikes. I couldn't believe it. Marty said he fell over. I was telling him that bloody actually here's an off. Crazy. And that's Marty coming off. And that would have been actually getting to the geostash, I think. I said, bloody people normally walk, and he goes, yeah, but I'm fat and lazy, so I just rode the bike. Oh, crazy. Marty, your hair's looking pretty good there, mate. Where is it? There was another shot. Yeah, and you got the long beard at the front, looking bloody. You've lost a bit of weight too, man. Bloody good shit. Righto. There we go. Righto, let's see what the crew has been up to out and about. I think we've got a few here. Righto, click on this first one. Righto, recent trip from Victor Harbour, South Australia to Jindabyne, New South Wales. So that's a fair bloody hike. Check that out. So obviously he's got a drone. That's a really cool shot of that. Bloody look at this. Even got the solar panels and everything. Hey, look at that. Bloody ripper. Good on you, man. Rightio, day ride up to Bendigo via dirt tracks. Now, I don't know how to say your name. J-O. I think the English version of this is John, so I'm going to call you John. Went up all the way to Bendigo this Sunday, just following bicycle guidance on the GPS, got us to great spot. Now, I'm spying that T700 there is Brendan's bike, Nerb1. It got the YouTube channel. Brendan actually texted me. He wanted the location for the, what do you call it, the proving ground. So I sent that through to him. So he's going to come up again. They really love bloody coming up here with all the tracks. So next time Nerb's coming up, he's going to give us a yell and we'll bloody go out with him. And then yeah, so some others a bit sketchy, and yeah, you get that around here. Good old bloody rocky shit around Bendigo. You guys have amazing riding locations over here. I'm moving over. Yeah, Brendan said you said that. Cool. Rightio, exploring Melville Caves on a new DRZ. This is Brendan McFarlane. Out exploring on the brand new DRZ 400E. This bike is a great upgrade from the CRF 250L. Loving it. I like the CRF 250L or the 250. I don't know the bloody difference. Whatever. It's a good little bike, but yeah, definitely a great upgrade. The 400. You can't beat that. I don't know. I reckon the 400's a bloody fantastic. Good on you, Brennan. Rightio, we got Bill. A few days around Jameson, Victoria. Jameson, for those that don't know, very cool area. What do we got? G'day all. Had a few days off, so went for a play in the hills. Perfect weather. Spanner water in the river though. Tighten your nuts. Tracks were good. Bit of fun. Oh, a bit of fun mud around. Trout count 0. Just perfect. That's it. I actually had Billy, dropped around on his T700. We're going to do a bike talk on it because he's got lots of bits and pieces on it. Yeah, so we'll do a bike talk. And yeah, he was saying trout count 0 is he took his fishing rod. He pulled up, he went down this 10K, just going straight down all the way for 10Ks into this perfect camp spot. Right on the river, sets up, gets his fishing rod out, and he goes, shit, where's the reel? The reel had come off and just pissed off on the track somewhere. And he had bugger all. He had a bit of line, so he tried doing a bit of like fly fishing, but yeah, couldn't get it. But anyway, he said it was a really good spot. Great to relax there. So good on you, Billy. Rightio, we got Big Ray Tassie trip. G'day, Mark and Nay. Here's a few pics of my trip to Tassie from January. Went over for 2 weeks to visit family and had a few fishing, camping, riding trips. This is where you need to be fishing, Chappie and Pete. Yeah, good on you. Righto, look at that. Hey, the old see you in the NT sticker. Crazy. Yeah, look at that. Got a good setup on that bike too. But the thing with Ray, he's never happy with any bloody bike he gets. Changes them like I don't know what. Hey, look at that. That's pretty cool. Bloody great scenery. Oh, look out. He's got himself a trout. Looks pretty happy with himself. The old setup. Booyah. Look at that. Oh, yeah. That's getting onto the ferry. Brilliant. Good on you, Ray. Well, there you go, guys. That is it. That's what some of the crew's been up to. Oh, I'm bloody getting hot here. I think that's it. That's bloody it. Righto. Back to the man cave. Look, she's cute. She's got a little winter jacket on because it's getting bloody cold. Well, there you go, guys. That is Man Cave Tuesday done and dusted for another week. But the postman just arrived and this is what's turned up. This has come from Rob. Rob, thanks heaps, mate. You're a bloody legend. So he's lending us the manual, and this is to do with, I think, the flywheel or some bloody thing. The doohickey on the KLR 650, Matt's bike. I've got to buy another tool because apparently Rob munted the shit out of it, and he said it's a bit of a scary, shitty job to do. So anyway, hopefully we'll have that sorted or checked, I don't know, whatever. Righto, there you go. Remember, guys, keep on riding, and if you ain't riding, keep on keeping on.